Welcome back to Squawk Box. We got 5 things to know ahead of the opening bell this Monday morning. U.S. Customs says it's going to stop collecting President Trump's reciprocal tariffs early this morning. And the Supreme Court ruled that those tariffs are illegal. In response, the president now says he's going to impose a 15% global tax, and he can do that for the next 150 days before having to look for other ways to implement tariffs. Meantime, the TSA says that pre-check airport screening lanes are operational in the United States. That's a change after the Department of Homeland Security had said early yesterday that faster security checkpoints were paused amid the ongoing partial government shutdown. And Axios is reporting that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will meet with Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei at the Pentagon tomorrow. Sources telling Axios that meeting likely to focus on the terms for the military's use of Anthropic's Claude AI, saying it will likely not be a friendly sit-down. And Goldman Sachs raising its end-of-year projections for the price of Brent crude and WTI by $6 a barrel in the fourth quarter of this year. The bank sees Brent at $60 and WTI at $56, but the forecast assumes no supply disruptions related to Iran. And dark comedy, one battle after another, taking high honors at Great Britain's top movie awards. It won for Best Film and Best Director. The BAFTAs are seen as a good indicator of what could happen at the Academy Awards next month. I want to say this meeting with Dario and Pete Hegseth is a super important meeting because the Pentagon is currently using Claude AI. And one of the things that's so interesting about Anthropic, which is different than OpenAI and some of the other models, Joe, is just this idea that they wanted to preserve certain rights over how their models are used, that even though they have a contract with the Pentagon, they can't be used in certain ways. If, in fact, they continue down the path of trying to either create a board or some kind of model, which I assume Pete Hegseth is going to say, hey, if it's legal, if you're contracting us, we can do whatever we want. It'd be very interesting to see whether the Pentagon is going to threaten to either break that deal with Claude. Right. Interestingly, Claude is the best model currently out there. So if you wanted the government to have access to the best model, that's the one.
Across the board, not just for certain things?
I think for what the Pentagon is trying to do right now.
Oh, for the Pentagon.
And probably even more broadly in this moment.
I'm looking for a new AI.
A lot of this is going to change.
I'm looking for a new chatbot.
Look,
again,
it may be that Gemini or OpenAI becomes better in the next month or two, and they are going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. But it also means that maybe they'd be able to break their contracts. Also, interestingly, Claude is used in Microsoft. So, for example, Microsoft is now using it in a certain way. I mean, it could break the whole sort of ecosystem. By the way, Microsoft has a contract with the Pentagon, too. Other tech companies. So the role that Anthropic plays in this is going to be super important in terms of how this technology ultimately gets used. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens after all this.
Well, I would talk to you about that because I need a new chatbot for a lot of reasons. I'm back to thinking it's total gigo. And I'm also back to thinking it's pretty, like ChatGPT is pretty woke. I mean, I won't get into it. It's too political to get into something. But there are answers. And then
I don't know how you're using this. Some of this stuff is amazing.
But some of it is not. And it's not intelligence. It's like the simplest, having to make the simplest leap to what I'm talking about, they can't do it.
Joe, it's very hard to understand the leap you're making even as a human. So if you're the AI, you're going to be struggling by default.
Not for every human.
Well, I know that you have a very special type of intelligence. A very special type of intelligence that's very difficult.
And I was going to talk about
the
BAFTA thing, because it truly was. If someone described to you what that movie was about, you'd say, oh, my God, what a mess. But if you watch it, I'm talking about one battle after another, it is, neither side is to be taken seriously at all. And it's funny. It's a dark comedy, and Leo's pretty good.
He does well. I think he may get the Oscar out of this whole thing.
He might.